In a time when the edge of the known world was marked by ice and danger, there lived a man who saw beyond the horizon. Exiled from his homeland, driven by a fiery temper and an unquenchable thirst for adventure, Erik the Red carved his name into legend on the frozen shores of a new world. Join us as we dive into the saga of Erik the Red, fearless Viking, master of survival, and the man who forged the path to lands no Viking had dared to conquer. In the cold, rugged fjords of Norway, where the winds howl through icy mountains and the seas rage with fury, there lived a man who would become legend. Erik Thorvaldsson, better known as Erik the Red, was no ordinary Viking. Born around 950 AD, with fiery red hair and a temper to match, Erik was destined for greatness and exile. Like many Vikings, his life was one of blood and battle. His father, Thorvald, was banished from Norway for manslaughter, and so the family fled to the distant icy shores of Iceland. It was here that Erik grew, steeped in the brutal traditions of Viking life, raids, revenge, and survival in a world of endless conflict. But Erik, much like his father, had a penchant for trouble. A violent altercation left a neighbor dead, and Erik found himself exiled once again, this time from Iceland. But rather than let exile defeat him, Erik seized the opportunity to seek out lands beyond the horizon. With his loyal crew and their sturdy longships, Erik sailed westward into the unknown, searching for a new home. And after days of treacherous waters, he found it, an icy, barren wilderness. But where others saw desolation, Erik saw promise. He called this land Greenland, a name meant to entice future settlers. Despite the harsh climate, Erik led the first Norsemen to establish a settlement around 985 AD. They built wooden longhouses, fished the icy waters, and carved out a life in this unforgiving land. Erik ruled over Greenland like a king, leading his people with a fierce hand, but a wise mind. His settlements thrived, and soon, word of his new land spread throughout the Viking world. Yet Erik's story didn't end there. His sons, especially Leif Erikson, inherited his adventurous spirit. Leif ventured even further west to a place the Vikings called Vinland, believed to be North America. Erik, however, would never see those distant shores. After a fall from his horse, the old gods kept him from joining his son's expedition, leaving him to watch as his legacy expanded beyond Greenland. Though twice exiled, first from Norway, then from Iceland, Erik never let fate decide his destiny. His resilience, courage, and ambition became the embodiment of the Viking spirit. He tamed even the harshest lands and left an indelible mark on history. Today, Erik the Red stands as a symbol of Viking perseverance, a man who defied the odds and conquered the unknown. In the end, Erik the Red's name was etched into the sagas of the Viking-age, an age of warriors, explorers, and those who dared to sail beyond the horizon.